Good morning, and welcome back to Daily Dharma, a letter to our children. Today is May 21st, and our reading is Forward into the Past. We're marching to Shibboleth with the eagle and the sword. And that is the Firesign Theater from the album Don't Crush That Dwarf, Hand Me the Pliers. Secret passwords are no substitute for rational thought and discussion. Shouting down those with whom we disagree may feel good personally, but it's dangerous to society. Even if everyone on the planet agrees that electrolytes are what plants crave, or that delinquents are depraved on account of being deprived, it doesn't make it so. We should believe half of what we see and none of what we hear. Not for sure. Well, there are quite a few metaphors, mixed, not shaken. If you recognized the Firesign Theater and you finished the little snippet of the song, you're probably a candidate for re-education camp somewhere. There'll be a workshop held by Human Resources very shortly to purge you of your iniquity. And that's a shame. We were freer in the past than we are today in terms of free speech. Doesn't mean that we're entitled to bully, threaten, or harass people. It doesn't mean that we're entitled to scream fire in a crowded theater. But it does mean that people have a right to express themselves and they don't require secret handshakes or secret passwords to allow them entry into the marketplace of ideas. That's not what the Buddha meant by right speech, and it's not what other thinkers meant by freedom of speech. We have some responsibilities to the civil society, no doubt, but one of those obligations is to stand up for the right of people to say things that are unpopular. We don't need the heavy hand of government or self-righteous HR divisions to hector us into being the right kind of person. That way lies tyranny. Of course, that's just our opinion. Somewhere in the last 30 years, across the developed world, there has arisen a philosophy that people who are special, who are in power, the people with the vision of the anointed, those people have a right to go through life without ever being offended or hearing things that they have not pre-approved. In other words, your speech is free only to the extent that it conforms to the narrative that has already been developed and handed out in class. And you either get with the program or you can go to the corner and mutter to yourself. But you're not going to be talking to anybody else. That much is for sure. If we have to have you fired, well, we'll do that. If we have to have you taken off the air, we can see to that too. And we're going to do that. It hurts us more than it hurts you. We're going to do this not because we get any pleasure out of it or because we want to retain control by controlling speech. No, we don't mean that. But we owe it to you to compel you to tell the truth as we give you to see the truth. And if we need to have people from the Ministry of Truth stop by and correct your misconceptions, we'll do that. If little misinformation is who you need to see, we can arrange that too. So happy trails to you until we meet again.